Today is Thursday, Parashat Korach. We're learning the Musar from Chok Israel. Makes here a statement that is a very well-known concept in Judaism. Kol Israel Arevim Ze La Ze. All of the Jewish people are responsible for one another, are guarantors for one another. It's the idea and the concept of communal responsibility. Ve'ilmale arvut, if it wasn't for this responsibility for one another, lo haya adam moche be'ad chavero al chatav, nobody would try to stop another person from sinning. There's a beautiful illustration of this concept. There was once a person who was on a boat, say it was a cruise for instance, and he rented one of those suites, and then people started hearing like some noise as if somebody was drilling. Finally they knock on the door, he opens the door and they see that he's drilling a hole in the wall of his room in the boat. They tell him, what are you doing? He said, well, I rented this room, I can do whatever I want. But he's told, look, if you make a hole in the wall of your room, water will come into the boat, and then it would be something that would put everybody else, not just you, in danger. It could sink the whole boat with everybody in it. So you cannot make a hole in the wall of your room, because that has an impact on everybody. Also, the Jewish people, it is as if we had a whole common account. When one of us does a mitzvah, it's like a deposit into that account of merits for all of Am Yisrael. And chas v'shalom, if one does avera, sin, then it's an impact not just on him as an individual, but on the common account of all the Jewish people, as we are all guarantors for one another. And not just in terms of stopping a person from sinning, also in terms of communal responsibility for one another. You see somebody who's in need, you see a fellow Jew that is in trouble or needs of assistance, you cannot stay aloof and look the other way, because we're all part of the same unit. We're all like guarantors responsible for one another. You have to take action and help those that are in need, because he's part of the one unit that is all of the Jewish people as one. And whatever any one of us does, whether it's a mitzvah or a sin, it has an impact on the common good of all of us together. That's what the idea of Israel Arevim Ze La Ze, and that's why we feel responsibility for a Jew, and we care for every fellow Jew, no matter what country he lives in. It could be thousands of miles away, but just the fact that he's a fellow Jew, we feel responsible for one another, to assist, to help, to care for, and to stop and find ways to remove a person from sinning, from doing a sin, from doing an avera, and to help each and every one of us to continue to grow in Torah and mitzvot, because it's not just for me that I care, but I care for every fellow Jew, because after all, Israel Arevim Ze La Ze. The Jewish people are all guarantors for one another, are all responsible for one another. Baruch Adonai Le'olam, Amen ve'amen.